Leanna, your automotive woman, and this week I am test driving the 2021 Mercedes-Benz A35 AMG 4MATIC sedan. So first I'm going to take you for a walk around, have a closer look at that interior, finish it off with a test drive. But don't forget, visit my website where I keep you up to date on all the latest automotive and motorsport news from around the world. And you definitely don't want to miss any announcements related to my 2022 Grand Prix weekend track day event. The Mercedes-Benz A35 AMG sedan was only introduced about a year and a half ago, depending on your market location. And it basically provides you a gateway into the AMG living lifestyle without the extra expense. But to be more specific, this AMG 4MATIC, or essentially all-wheel drive version, takes the base model A220 front-wheel drive and elevates the look, performance, and handling. With the A35 AMG sedan, you can expect a more aggressive luxury sport look throughout the exterior, impressive technology with stunning interior ambient lighting, and AMG driving characteristics without the cost of a larger C-Class sedan. As for the engine, well, it is a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo with a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. You can expect it to produce 302 horsepower with 295 pound-feet of torque. It does have a diffuser in the back, and it's surrounded by a great exhaust, which sounds amazing when you put it in Sport Plus mode. Have a listen. Okay, I promise you the exhaust sounds way better than my exhaust test, and if you like all the crackles and pops out of it, well then I recommend to use Sport or Sport Plus mode and you'll wake up your entire neighborhood. Now the A35 AMG 4MATIC sedan MSRP is just shy of $50,000 Canadian, and then from there you can customize your vehicle. My press vehicle here has been kept modest. I only have the premium and navigation package included, and with it, it still has great standard safety technology. We're talking LED lights up front, in the rear, anti-lock braking with adaptive braking as well, traction control, stability control, a rear view camera with excellent resolution, and no less than 7 airbags. Everything I mentioned, again, is standard. There's more, but also with the premium package, which I recommend, you also receive blind spot monitoring. And what I'll do is down below in the description is provide you with a list of what you receive as standard and then what you receive in the premium package. Similar to the GLA 45 I reviewed, the A35 AMG sedan shares the same platform and you have the opportunity to track it. But if you choose to track your A35 AMG sedan, then I would recommend the AMG driver's package, because although this already has a sport tuned suspension, the AMG driver's package will then include a 3-stage damping unit and will help to enhance the overall driving ability. But regardless, your A35 AMG sedan is going to come standard with 18-inch wheels. I have one of the optional 19-inch wheels surrounded by performance summer tires. Pay attention to this when you go inside your Mercedes-Benz dealership, because this tire and wheel package will not work well for you if you live somewhere where it's cold or with extreme weather patterns. So consider negotiating a different winter wheel and tire package with this. If you choose to purchase the premium package, which I highly recommend, well then you'll automatically receive a kick to open hands-free trunk. There's also a button on your key fob which allows you to open it hands-free, and then there's a button inside the interior. When it comes to overall cargo capacity back here, one of the competitors to the Mercedes-Benz A35 AMG is the Audi S3, and when it comes to cargo capacity, well, the Mercedes is winning. Another convenient item I love is that if you require more space, you can fold the seats in a 40-20-40 split, which I prefer because longer items can go down the center. But the convenience part of this is there's a handle on each side which allows you to unlock the rear seats, and all you have to do is nudge it down. Now, another item you need to pay attention to when you visit your local dealership, and it takes me back to the tires. So your tires might also be run flat tires. And when you have run flat tires, in the unfortunate event you receive or you get a flat, they're only going to help you travel up to 50 miles for my US viewers. But underneath here, you might find a spare tire or a tire mobility kit. So pay attention to this as well. The A35 AMG sedan is a 5-passenger vehicle. And if you're familiar with my channel, then you already know I'm 5'3", so I can fit pretty much well everywhere. But if you're trying to fit 3 adults back here, well, it's not going to be so comfortable. But if you have a small family, this is going to be just fine for you. And what I thought was another layer of safety and comfort, usually these headrests can slide up, but they also tilt forward, and that adds another layer of comfort and safety. I thought this was like super nice because you don't see that tilt all the time. Now, as for storage, it's available behind both front seats, but it's only mesh pockets, so be careful you don't lose small items. And then as for the sides, well, it's really small and narrow everywhere, regardless back or front. In the front, it's just a little bit bigger for you. And of course, when nobody's sitting in the center, you can take advantage of your 2 traditional cup or bottle holders. For connectivity, pretty decent. You have 1 USB-C port, but if you require more connectivity, well, there is more for you inside the center armrest. And then there's no climate panel, wasn't expecting it, but you do have 2 uniquely designed air vents. So before I get into just how amazing the interior is of this A35 AMG, I have 2 more features I want to tell you about. So first, when you take delivery of your all-new vehicle, you'll receive 2 smart keys. Ask your Mercedes specialist about a remote starter for your vehicle, because through the Mercedes app, you receive a remote starter complimentary, and that's fantastic if you live somewhere where it's cold, because you could automatically preheat your cabin. And also, what's really cool about this key fob is, yes, with it in your pocket or purse, you can simply approach the vehicle, put your hand around the door handle, and it will automatically unlock the doors. But if you're in a rush, you don't have to depart the vehicle, key fob in hand, to make sure it locks, because all you have to do is get out, simply tap or push the door handle, and it will automatically lock all the doors for you and fold your side mirrors in. This is fantastic. Now, I'm going to start up top with the large panoramic sunroof, which is power operated, and this you receive as standard in both Canada and the US. Every seat in here is leather. I have the sport seats and clearly the 2-tone option. There's a couple different options available for you. These seats are power operated and they're heated with lumbar support. Your lumbar support adjustments are on the side. If you're looking to adjust your seats and you're new to Mercedes, well, that functionality is located on each door panel. Now, my favorite feature in the whole industry, the Mercedes AMG steering wheel. This is awesome. I absolutely love the steering wheel. I've said it multiple times before in many other videos. It offers so much character, has great grip. It's really, really cool. But I know everything with all the new MBUX system can be a little bit intimidating. I'm going to break it down for you because it's so easy. On the left-hand side of the steering wheel, this is where you can customize your fully digital driver cluster. Use the home button, give it a push. It pulls up what you can do all there. And then using the black button beside there, just scroll. It's all really sensitive to touch. I also have your basic cruise control option. If you prefer adaptive cruise control with lane keep assist and lane centering, those types of things, well, then you have to purchase the advanced driver assisted package. I love the fact that I don't have to pay for a feature I would never use. I don't honestly use cruise control unless I'm in a press vehicle and then I want to see how it operates. So the fact that I don't have to pay for something that I'm not using is great. On the right hand side, same thing. Push the home icon. This will all control your infotainment system. Okay, right side infotainment system, left side digital driver cluster, and the same thing, you push the home button, it pulls up your different options, and then you can just scroll using the black touch finger pad. And then also you have your voice commands, your Bluetooth, and your radio settings from here. Everybody receives complimentary Sirius XM for at least 3 months. Then speak to your Mercedes specialist about Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and wireless charging, which is down here. Okay, because it's not listed on my press sheet, but on the website it says that it's all optional. So make sure you get clarity on that. You should be receiving Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, then make sure about the wireless charging. If you want to minimize your fingerprints, because this is also a swipe through, okay, and a touch screen, if you want to minimize those fingerprints, well then you have the option of using your touch pad. I am super slow with the touch pad, so I just prefer actually setting everything up on my steering wheel and then just going from there, because majority of the time during the week I'm actually just adjusting my radio settings. And that's also something that you can speak to about your Mercedes specialist, is just helping you set this up in advance, because if you're not a techie like I'm not, it can be a little bit intimidating, and it really shouldn't be, because once you set it up once, you don't have to keep doing it again, unless the kids get in the car, and then, I mean, everybody wants to have a lot of fun. Another really cool and easy thing to do is all your shortcuts to find your navigation, your radio, to see your multi-view camera, which is, yeah, the camera in here is really, really good. Like, the resolution is really amazing. But the shortcuts to those features are all alongside your touchpad. Now, just 2 more things. There's a couple different driving modes in here. You can use your dynamic scroll bar located down here, and all this changes for you. You have a couple different driving modes. You have individual, slippery, comfort, sport, sport plus with paddle shifters. And like I said earlier, sport and sport plus, especially with these paddle shifters, that exhaust sounds amazing. But to put it into gear, again, if you're new to Mercedes, you don't have a gear lever down here, or essentially a gear selector. It's located right here. Okay, so one touch up and you have it in reverse, then neutral, then drive is all the way down. To put it into park, you have to push the button right here on the side. Now that said, let's hit the road so I can provide you with my final driving impressions from this past week. This interior is absolutely amazing. I filmed a video at nighttime showing you all the different colors, and there's 64 different combinations to choose from, and it looks incredible. Hopefully I did it justice. But let's get right into this engine. And listen, it's a turbo. Does it have turbo lag? Yes. What turbo engine doesn't have turbo lag? But if you use Sport and Sport Plus mode and use your paddle shifters, I think it minimizes that just a little bit, gives you better control too, and just that exhaust and the popping and the crackling. It sounds so amazing, and I'm really sorry that my exhaust test probably sounded brutal. But yeah, the engine, and honestly, it doesn't matter if you're in Sport, Sport Plus, Comfort, it feels incredible. There's a little bit more lag when you're in comfort mode getting into speed, getting up to speed, but that's to be expected. You're in comfort mode, but it's still really, really good. And while you're sitting in traffic and just going to work every day, I would recommend just comfort mode, because you don't want to be sucking back premium fuel for nothing, right? You're just sitting there in traffic. But when it's fun, is definitely on off ramps and going onto on ramps. A lot of fun. That Sport Tune suspension is just, yeah, it's bang on. It's so reactive. You're gonna feel every bump and crack and pothole in this vehicle. And that's another thing. It's super loud in here. So visibility first is fantastic. I mean, it's a small sedan, right? It shouldn't be bad. You also have a third little window there at the side helping you with blind spot. But remember, premium package, you have blind spot detection. But back to the noise. So yeah, it's really loud in here. I'm not going to complain because sometimes I'm traveling with people I don't necessarily want to listen to anyways. No, but serious. If you're not the type of driver that doesn't want to feel every part of the road, then this vehicle isn't for you, because it is a true AMG. You're going to feel the emotion of the road, of that drive, and it's awesome. So I'm literally not going to complain about it being so loud and the fact that the drive is really, really rough. But overall impressions, this tech is really cool. It's easy to use, and seriously, if you're not a techie, just speak to your Mercedes-Benz specialist, because you're paying for that service. So get them to help you set it up. And once you find what look you prefer, you don't have to play with it again, right? For me, I really like my tachometer, and I like to know how fast I'm going. If I'm going to the racetrack, I probably want to see my G load, right? But not for everyday driving. But guys, it's super easy, right? Don't be intimidated. But what I like to do in all my videos is recommend a test drive, because test drives are complimentary. So I'll provide a link down below so you can find your closest Mercedes-Benz dealership. But for now, I'm Juliana, your automotive woman. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out to Tuesday or Feature Car Friday. Thanks for watching, guys. Fun time. Woo! Amazing.